Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Be careful down in the comment section of the videos. A lot of spam, a lot of scammers. I will not ask you to contact me by WhatsApp or Telegram. I also do not invest money for my subscribers, so please be careful. Don't get yourself scammed. Hey, if you want to keep up with me when I'm not on YouTube, do me a big favor. Get down in that description box and click on that Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor Instagram page and give me a follow, guys. Make sure you DM me to let me know you're rocking with me so I can say thank you. Guys, get over to the website, www.richardfain.net. First link down in the description box. Go check out the website. Over 250,000 of you guys have already done that, so thank you very much. Hundreds and hundreds of you guys have invested in yourself and picked yourself up some digital products, financial digital products that is. And also, hey, over 800 of you guys have already joined the fastest growing financial community on Patreon, right? My membership club or my mentorship club. So thank you guys for joining. We have a good time over there. For anybody that's looking for a financial family, hey man, y'all need to get over to the private mentorship club. Sign up today, become a wealth builder, and let us take you on that journey. Let us go on your journey. You go on our journey and we help each other out. So like I said, get down in the description box, click on that website link, which is www.richardfain.net. Last thing, Moo. Guys, do me a big favor. If you want to take advantage of getting yourself up to 20 free stocks, get down in the description box and click on that Moo link and get yourself up to 20 free stocks, publicly traded companies, when you open up your Moo account. When you put $100 in there initially, when you open it, you get 8 free stocks. If you put $1,000 in there when you initially open it, you get 20 free stocks of publicly traded companies. Don't miss that opportunity, guys. Get down in the description box, click on that Moo link, which is the first link. Get signed up today. Don't miss this free stock. Don't miss this free money. Well, guys, 2 of my favorite companies in the world came out with their earnings reports today. Apple and Amazon. And it looks as though one of those companies met expectations, did pretty well, and then the other company didn't do as well. And it's showing right now in after hours trading. But let's go through real quickly both of them. And I don't know if I'm going to keep the dream house, man. I may have to let this thing go because you guys know I've been buying the Magnificent Seven like crazy. And Apple and Amazon are part of the Magnificent Seven. And I don't know, man. I may have to put this thing on the market for sale and free up some cash, because the cash that I got in Amazon is quickly going down. Let me tell you what I mean. Let's start off though with Amazon. Let's just go ahead and dive right on into Amazon and let's see what they did in this earnings report. Amazon reported weaker than expected revenue for the second quarter on Thursday and issued a disappointing forecast for the current period. The shares slid as much as 6% and extended trading, maybe even more, guys, and we'll get to that in a second. So this is what came in. Here's how the company did. Earnings, $1.26 per share versus $1.03 per share expected by the market, right? Expected by the analysts, the experts, whatever you want to call them. So they beat on earnings, but they missed on revenue, which is not good. Revenue came in at $147.98 billion versus 148.56 billion, which was expected. So they beat on earnings, but they missed on revenue, which was not good, guys. Wall Street also looking at these key numbers as well. Amazon Web Services, that's AWS. Amazon is considered a hyperscaler, right? They got this cloud services, they're a cloud services provider. Revenue came in at 26.3 billion versus 26 billion in revenue according to Street Account. So looks like they came in where they needed to be, actually outperformed by 0.3 billion, right? Advertising, 12.8 billion versus 13 billion in revenue. They didn't make that one. So they missed on top line revenue and they missed on advertising revenue. Amazon forecast revenue in the current quarter to be 154 billion and 158.5 billion, representing growth of 8% to 11% year over year. The midpoint of that range, 156.25 billion, trailed the average analyst estimate of 158.24 billion. Amazon continues to reckon with sluggish growth in its core retail business as competition heats up, largely from discount sites like Tumi and some other company, SHEIN, I don't know what that is, never heard of it, which allow Chinese merchants to sell cheap items to US consumers. A lot of competition out there. That's why Amazon is trying to get AWS popping, because that's really where they see the future. This retail thing, man, competition is starting to catch up with them, basically. So here we go. Sales in its online stores segment grew just 5% year over year. Revenue from third-party seller services, which includes commissions and fulfillment and shipping fees, accelerated faster, expanding 12% during the quarter. We did come in a little short on revenue growth in North America versus our internal estimates, said Finance Chief Brian Olsavsky, whatever his name is, told reporters on a call after the report. So not good for Amazon, guys. A hyperscaler, one of the Magnificent Seven, a mega cap. In essence, disappointing earnings report. When you miss on revenue, that's never a good thing. Let's go ahead and take a look then real quick at what is the stock doing. Right now, well, let's back up. The stock closed today at 184.07. That's what the stock closed at during normal hours. Currently, right now, after hours, it's trading at 173.20. So basically, a $10, almost an $11 per share difference. So the street is not taking it well. So who knows what will happen tomorrow when normal markets open. So let's move on then to Apple. Let's see what Apple did in their earnings report. Here's how Apple did versus the street consensus estimates for the quarter ending June 29. EPS, $1.40 versus $1.35 estimate. So they beat. They beat on earnings. Great. Revenue, $85.78 billion versus $84.53 billion estimated. So they beat on top line, they beat on the bottom line. How about iPhone revenue? They came in at $39.30 billion versus $38.81 billion. So they beat on iPhone revenue. Mac revenue, $7.01 billion versus $7.02 billion. Slight miss by 0.1 billion, slight, but I think that's a wash. iPad revenue, they killed it. Came in at 7.16 billion versus 6.61 billion estimated. Wearables, home and accessories revenue beat as well on that one. 8.1 billion versus 7.79 billion estimated. Services revenue, 24.21 billion versus 24.01 billion estimated. So they beat there. Gross margin, 46.3% versus 46.1% estimated. Let me do that one more time. Gross margin, 46.3 versus 46.1 estimated. So they cleaned the clock. They beat on everything except a little 0.1 billion loss or on the estimate. They didn't quite beat on Mac revenue, but in my opinion, they still did 7 billion in Mac revenue. That's still good. So Apple, in my opinion, guys, again, no expert here, did quite well. Let's look at how they are doing on the stock price. Normal hours closed at 4 o'clock, ended the day at $218.36. After hours right now, $219.72. So slightly up, but no jumping off the page like Meta did yesterday. I thought they had pretty great numbers based on it. Basically beat everything except Mac sales. Everything else they pretty much cleaned the clock on, right? So Apple had a good quarter, a year-over-year quarter. They had a good quarter, whereas Amazon did not have a good quarter, guys. So and that's reflective in the stock price after hours, right? So here's the thing, man. I still believe Amazon is one of the great companies. They're basically the 4th largest market cap company in the world. Number 4, behind the big 3, right? Behind Apple, Microsoft, and NVIDIA. Then comes Amazon. And I don't think they lose that position. I think Amazon is really gearing up. They're hyperscaler, right? So they're trying to take that cloud services business to the next level. And they believe that's where the future revenue is going to come from. Because as this online retail sales things gets more and more competitive, that's where they're going to have to be make the bulk of the revenue in the future, in my opinion. The cloud services business and other things that they're doing, right? So that's kind of where we're at, man, with Amazon. Is it an opportunity? I think it is. I think it is. I think they will figure it out. I think as the AWS continues to grow and become more part of the revenue package, they're going to do better. How about Apple? Y'all know I'm crazy about Apple. I always have been. Second largest company in the world from a market cap standpoint. They did very well on their earnings report. Did very well. Now, I'm sure the street will come out with something tomorrow, right? They'll come out with something. It's pretty easy on Amazon because they didn't beat revenue. It's hard to, it's just hard to not that jump off the page at you. But there's nothing they can come at Apple with. Apple beat top line, bottom line, and everything else. A slight miss on Mac sales. Other than that, perfect, in my opinion. Again, man, I'm gonna continue to buy the Mag 7. I know, I may have to sell the dream home, right? I may have to get rid of all the cars. Since all my investments that I pick are going to zero, according to, the 1% in my comment section. The 1% in the comment section says I'm going to zero. So guess what? We'll see. I may have to leave, guys. So say a prayer for me. Well, guys, there we go. Is that going to stop me from buying Amazon through the Magnificent Seven? No. I'm going to keep buying Amazon. I'm going to keep buying Apple. I'm going to keep buying Meta. I'm going to keep buying Tesla. I'm going to keep buying Microsoft. I'm going to keep buying NVIDIA. You know that. After hours, NVIDIA actually had a little bit of a bump. Let's see what they're doing right now before we close this thing out and finish this up. Let's see what NVIDIA is doing right now. See if any of this affected the after hours. It did. It's at after hours is at 109.07. So did affect them, right? Because before I even started, before the earnings calls, they were up after hours. Now they're slightly down, 109 0.10 and they closed at 109.21. So definitely affected them a little bit, those two earnings reports. So we'll have to see, man. All in all though, hey man, we had Google that did well, Microsoft did well, Meta did well, Apple did well, Amazon didn't do well, Tesla didn't do well. Now we got the 900-pound gorilla that'll be giving its earnings report on August 28th, which is NVIDIA, and let's see how the 900-pound gorilla does. I think it's gonna be amazing. And I think by the end of August, we'll see a stock price on NVIDIA of $150 a share. That's my prediction. Not your prediction, but my prediction. Well, guys, hey, do me a big favor. If you want to take advantage of any of the opportunities that I talk about on my channel when it comes to paper assets, you got to get down in the description box and sign up for Moo, right? Get yourself up to 20 free stocks. Don't miss this opportunity to get yourself up to 20 free stocks. You put $100 in your new brokerage account, you get 8 free stocks. You put $1,000 in that new brokerage account, you get 20 free stocks. But you got to put these deposits in when you open the account, right? Also, check out the website. Like I said earlier, go check it out. 250,000 of you guys have already hit the page, and it's been tremendous over the last 3.5 months. So thank you. Grab some of them digital products, make an investment in yourself. And if you want to become a wealth builder, consider joining the private mentorship club through the website. Fastest growing financial community on Patreon. So please, guys, take advantage of those links down in the description box. Before I say thoughts become things, do me a big favor. Hit that like button for me. Now I can go into my last little bit. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.